What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Draymond, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. We're back with episode 59 of Freezer to Fallout, our adventures through the post-apocalyptic Boston wasteland. And now we are finally on to heading out to Nuka-World and dealing with all of the insanity therein. So, it's gonna be fun times. More or less, anyway. So, the entire idea here is there's a couple of paths you can take through Nuka-World. But what we're going to do, we're going to play nice with the raider gangs there at first, and then we're going to go back to being the good guys that we are. Of course, Piper and ourselves are all decked out in the marine assault armor, because, well, it's awesome, and it's going to give us all the status effects that we need. So the first thing that we got to do is we have to listen to the Nuka-Cola family radio station.
We all did what we had to.
And I have no idea why it's not coming through just yet. We might have to get slightly closer. Which is fine, because we want to wander down that way anyway. And of course, I know where it is, generally speaking. So we're going to head to the Lonely Chapel. Let's just cycle it on and off. Don't know why it's not doing what we need. It's always been a little bit weird with that radio station. But what we can do is run with our radium rifle, which we have completely upgraded. It's a Ghoul Slayer's, so it's going to come in handy for one of the zones to start off with. As you can see, it's pretty powerful to start off. One-shot that Radstag. Radium rifles are generally decent overall. They are part of the Far Harbor DLC, and if you can manage to get your hands on one early on, the radiation damage that they put out is really awesome. Radiation damage does go past most damage protection and energy resistance, so you can use it as a way to...
No one investigates that signal until this place is secure. If I see anyone violate protocol and enter that transit station before we're set, I'll have your head. I see you!
It's a little hard to see going off the start here. And we're going to have to deal with this Gunner Assaultron, because those eye lasers suck. We're still rocking a fair number of weapons, which, while not ideal, I wonder if we can summon some Minutemen to help us out here. Nope, no Minutemen are able to respond to help us out.
Where are you? Picked on the wrong people today.
Grab that Ripper, because it's actually fairly decent, all things considered. Completely lost what I was going to say, though. Alright, so the radium rifle, we got her orders. Now we're just going to have to figure out a way to deal with those other two. This is the transit to Nuka-World, though, so it's not going to hurt us to go through all this. Get up on the roof over here. We did put our trusty laser rifle away. As long as we're using rifle-style weapons, we should be fine. That gunner just got launched. Which doesn't hurt us at all. Now we can try to find a way back down to the ground without getting ourselves killed. It's a bad habit of mine. Alright, so let's look at her orders. It should be under the miscellaneous tab. That might start off what we need to do. Kaylee, I believe her name was? Kaylor. Either way, we can push into Nuka-World and see what's up.
Jesus, shit. They're gonna die.
What happened to you?
Raiders. That's what. Those bastards have my family. You gotta help me. Please.
Are you alright?
Are you okay?
Hell, I've seen better days. It's my family I'm really worried about. Once those raiders realize I'm gone, I don't even want to think about what they'll do to them. God, you gotta help me.
Well, he looks pretty bad.
You look terrible.
Tell me about it. My family and I ran into some traders a while back. Told us they knew a safe settlement at Nuka-World. But when we got there, found out they were raiders the whole time, just stringing us along. I managed to escape, but my wife and son are still back there. I wanted to get some help and go back for them, but didn't count on taking a bullet.
Well, we can't let him just sit here.
Let me help you first. I have a stim pack.
No, I'll be fine. Save it for my wife and kid, for Lisa and Cody.
Well, why would you pass?
I'm offering you a way to heal yourself. Why pass that up?
Look, you got me. I ain't injured, okay? Just can't do this anymore. The raiders back at Nuka-World put me up to this. They lure people in and kill them for fun, and I'm done doing their dirty work. Let them find me and do what they want.
Well, let us help.
Let me help. I'll go face it. You don't have to die.
Are you? You're serious? Just be warned. This ain't no walk in the park. Here, take this. It's the password to the monorail control terminal. The fastest way to get to Nuka-World is to take the Nuka Express. But I shut it down to help sell my story. Makes it more believable if I say I'm trying to keep the raiders at bay. Find the control terminal in the office to power it back up. And once you're on your way, be careful.
Alright, so we have to power up the terminal and then head off to Nuka-World. Made things slightly easier. Don't like being lied to, but it is what it is. Alright, so there's the railway power. Might as well activate the auxiliary power while we're here.
Attention. In the event of an emergency, remain calm and obey all safety and shelter instructions provided by Nuka-World employees. Thank you.
Okay, so now we just have to hop on the train and head off, I guess.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, mantengase a la... Hello, and on behalf of the Nuka-Cola Corporation, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you aboard the Nuka Express monorail. For your own safety, please remain seated or utilize the provided handrail while the train is in motion. If you'll direct your attention to the right side of the monorail, you can observe Nuka-World's famous Fizz-Top Mountain. Standing at over 100 meters tall, Fizz-Top Mountain is the largest man-made structure in Nuka-World and features the 5-star Fizz-Top Grill.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Coming up in the heart of Nuka-World, Nuka-Town, USA.
Well, look who learned the truth and still showed up. I guess Harvey played his cards right after all. I only got a minute, so you better listen, and listen good. The name's Gage, Porter Gage, and our mutual friend Harvey only told you half the truth. You're still heading straight into a death trap. But if you somehow make it through alive, I have an interesting offer for you. In the meantime, have fun and put on a good show. I'll be watching.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
We are now arriving at the station.
Alright, so I guess we're going down into the Gauntlet.
Let's hope our latest prey can draw a little inspiration from our previous victims.
Doing that thing where I'm trying to be stealthy and holding my breath again in the real world. Right now it's just a matter of finding a safe place within all the gunfire to ride this out, so to speak.
What the hell? I've seen Pat Ramen move faster than this thing.
It's just a matter of getting around all the turrets that are trying to shoot us. And I really don't care about the announcer. Now, the pre-war money is going to come in handy here. Just have to try and be careful and not allow ourselves out in the open to get shot too many times. Already had one close call. Okay, well that's one way to start a welcoming party.
This Vic... Ooh, our new Vic sure knows how to dodge some bullets. Good thing that's not all we got in store for him.
Alright, so I'm guessing this area is nothing but traps. Probably a good place to earn a little bit of experience. I don't really care if the announcer keeps going and taunting us this entire time. We're gonna move through here nice and easy.
Our little Vic managed to pick one tiny little lock. Let's see how long the Gauntlet lets him enjoy that one.
It's all free experience after a fashion. And extra resources for us too, so that doesn't hurt. Ooh, I almost tripped that one. Okay, that should be it for this floor. Let's keep pushing on. I did set off one just now, but we can ignore that.
Sweet.
We'll take the duct tape, but that's about it. And the oil canister. Oh, and straight up coolant. Yes, we'll take that. So anytime you see this kind of stuff, those boards like to fall through. And we just have to be careful about where we go.
We've seen better days, haven't it?
I'm really trying not to hold my breath, but this place creeps me out a little bit, so it's kind of inevitable. And that's why. There are traps literally everywhere in here. Gauntlet is meant to kill people. I know we're taking some rad damage right now, but that's okay.
It's decision time. All doors lead to death. Some just a little slower than others.
Well, we're going to take the left-hand door, because I know that the other two are not so friendly. And the less we have to fight in here, the better off we're going to be. I really get creeped out by the Gauntlet, so we're just going to keep pushing through. I've run it several times, and every single time it's been bad. But while we are here, we're going to go and we're going to drop some Rad-X.
Hope someone brought their rat away, because our little Vic is about to get roasted like a...
And the key we just picked up off of the counter there is the key that will open the door so we don't have to pick the lock. Now, we do have master lock picking, so we could have just gone through, but that's fine. Now, since we don't know what's really coming up, we're going to do our typical thing, get rid of our rads.
Tough guy, but the Gauntlet ain't through with him yet.
Alright, we just gotta keep pushing in. Access tunnels. That wasn't even the most dangerous part about the Gauntlet. We're just getting up to the good stuff. There's some rounds for our ghost rifle. Turret control terminal. So Seed has 2 likeness.
Yes.
Not hearing any shooting. So let's disable them again. Be a real shame if we accidentally activated things that made our lives even more terrible in this particular situation. Oh, that would be why.
Oh, what? Call me crazy, but I think our Vic's got something against fun.
We'll take that key, which should let us through this door. And we did level up, so we might as well do that while we've got a second. I'm kind of torn on a few of the perks that we could take now, but I think we're going to go with Life Giver, and the next 2 levels will go into it too, because at max rank, you slowly regen health, which is never a bad thing. Just a matter of getting through the Gauntlet in one piece.
Got it.
Alright, and there's something in here that wants us dead. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be probably ghouls?
Hell yeah! Looks like our Vic's got some unexpected playmates.
Rad rats. So we set off that trap and got them in with us. Looks like a couple of people weren't so fortunate. Still have to watch out for all of the traps in the world. But what do you expect? We're basically going into a raider stronghold. We tripped off a charge, but managed to stop it before it went full Nova on us.
Ah, Vic, while we're young here.
You keep calling us a Vic. But in reality, aside from your turrets at the very beginning, you didn't really stop us, announcer. Whatever your name actually is. Hey, there's a fusion core.
Time for things to get dangerous. See if he survives what's next.
Now this is the part that creeps me out beyond all other things. This is a pretty decent minefield, so we're going to have to be very careful as we go through. Whew. There was a mine there we didn't see. Lots of stuff going off. I'm not risking that guy coming to life and dealing with us. We picked up something that gave us new options at our robot workbench, so we'll see what it is. But we've essentially set off every mine in that first section, save one. Sorry, Piper, but you were near the mine. Alright, so it's another one of these sections. It's only an expert lock, so we'll see if we can make it through this.
Nice.
What the hell? Goddamn, Derek! That door's supposed to be boarded up.
Guessing that leads down to the place that we were at. Even more traps. I just set one off. Gotta be careful in here. I'm seeing the grenade bouquets. Ooh, so many traps.
Let's get a move on. Doesn't matter what you do. The Gauntlet gets them all in the end.
Alright, so I heard us coughing before we did this, so I'm guessing poison gas?
One thinks he's clever. Time for a little reality check. Let's see if our fix can kill the gas before the gas kills him.
Alright, I think we just picked up the password to something. There's a key. And judging by the fact that we took a shot and everything set on fire, we're going to try not to shoot again. We picked up the key from the door.
This ain't case any longer. We're all gonna die of boredom.
So many rad roaches. Alright, so yes, that first thing that we did pick up, that holotape on the desk there, was the password to that terminal. And we're out to the maintenance shed. Okay, so flying ant swarms. Giant ants. Getting Command and Conquer Aftermath flashbacks. That's a big giddy up buttercup. That's economy wonder glue. We're going to be taking that. And Nuka-World is kind of isolated from the rest of our Minutemen settlements, so I doubt our flare gun's going to be any use in here. We're just going to see if we can get through this section without dying. Which was almost a really bad idea.
I'll be damned. You know what that sound means? Get your ass down to cola cars. The main event's about to begin.
That does not look promising.
Fired up yet, Gage?
Yeah, boss.
Finally. Now go shut off that damn alarm.
All right, I'm on it.
Now where? There's my next victim now. Don't look like much. Here's a quick rundown how this works. You go stock up, make yourself presentable. Then we're gonna give these folks a show. A show where I decorate these walls here with your lovely brains. Thanks to this suit, I'm the only one that wins this fight. Period. Think you're hot shit getting this far. Think again. Alright, Gage, let him through. Something tells me I'm really gonna enjoy this.
Alright, so we made it through the Gauntlet. And now apparently we've got to fight a guy in some rigged up power armor?
Sweet.
Run like that, this ought to be the best slaughter yet. Remember, longest survival time against Coulter still stands at 1 minute 30. All right, listen the hell up. If you want to make it out of this alive, I've only got a minute. Find the intercom on the wall. I'll make it quick.
Alright.
Who is this?
I'm the guy that's gonna get you out of this alive. So listen up.
I'm listening.
All right, I'm listening.
My kind of guy. Look, you made it this far. You obviously got skill. But this fight coming up is rigged. You get me? Overboss Coder. His power armor's set up to draw energy from the electric grid in the arena. Damn thing's invincible. You name it, someone's tried it. Minigun, grenades, not a scratch. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a cheating coward.
So, he's a cheating coward. Gotcha.
Doesn't have a fair bone in his body. You want to win? I stashed a weapon in the lockers. Get it.
Okay, so this Gage guy is trying to help us out, so we're going to search all the lockers. We already picked up some nice goodies. Our plasma rifle's our best alpha damage thing. So I don't really think we're going to have a chance to fully charge our Gauss rifle. I swear that thought was coming to me, but I just stuttered for a second there mentally.
That's it.
Done.
Power to the arena's down by 30%.
Alright, so let's make sure I'm on the right thing. Take him for a ride. Find the weapon.
Not bad.
Shotgun shells. I wasn't kidding.
There we go.
Alright, let's see what he
You're
needs.
still gonna need the gun.
A squirt gun?
That ought to help. Yeah, I know what it looks like. You're just going to have to trust me.
Huh? We always wanted one.
Well, I've always wanted one of these. Would have made a great toy for Sean.
Oh, great. You're a lucky day. Congratulations. Now we can get on with it. Once the water hits Coulter's electrically charged power armor, the circuits are gonna short out. It'll kill his defenses, but you only have so much time to do some damage before they recharge. You take him out, I promise you, it'll be worth every minute spent with this gauntlet.
Consider it done.
Consider it done.
That's what I like to hear. Alright, it's time. I'll open the door. See you on the other side.
Alright, since we're not going to get any help from our Minutemen right now, we're going to put the Thirst Zapper in place of our rifle. Or our flare gun. And while we're thinking about it, we're going to go in and do a few things to upgrade our chances of surviving this.
Disciples, are you ready for blood? At the back, are you ready for things to get wild? Operators, are you ready to see me notch another kill? And you, are you ready to die? Let's do this! What is this? What the hell? Was that a water gun?
His shields are probably going to go up here momentarily. Alright, so deals energy damage to nearby enemies, Overboss's key, password. And we're going to have to give that power armor over to Piper. Because it is actually one of a kind, so...
You saw it. We all saw it. Coulter's dead. We've got ourselves a new Overboss.
This guy? Are you sure, Gage?
You better know what the hell you're doing.
Hey, we talked about this. He survived the gauntlet. He was smart enough to take my advice and strong enough to kill Coulter. He's what we need. How about we show some respect for our new leader, huh?
He'll get respect when he earns respect.
Amen.
Alright, so we're the new boss?
All right. Now get the hell out of here. I'll show the boss around.
What did I tell you? Work like a charm.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Thanks to you. Not a bad plan.
And what do you know? It worked. I get that you have no idea what's going on and everything is coming at you real fast. But you need to listen. Taking out Coulter wasn't just a last-minute decision. It was something a few of us here have been working on for a while. Now that he's actually gone, we've got ourselves a vacancy in the Overboss department. Guess what? You just got the job. All I'm asking is that you trust me on this and give it a shot. I swear, it'll be worth it.
Alright, well you got my attention.
Let's just say you got my attention.
Good. Listen up, because I've got a lot to say. There are 3 raider gangs that run the show in Nuka-World.
disciples, the operators, and the pack. And yeah, if the names didn't give it away, these ain't your typical raiders. These morons don't exactly play nice with each other. Thanks to Coulter, this place is a powder keg just waiting to blow sky high. One wrong move, and we're going to have a bloodbath on our hands. I think you have what it takes to turn things around and keep these gangs from tearing each other apart.
Alright, sounds like fun.
Sounds like fun. Count me in.
That's the spirit. Now, I'm sure you got a lot of questions, but this ain't the place. Meet me at the Overbosses, your new quarters, the restaurant on top of good old Fizz-Top Mountain. We can talk there. Just let me get that door for you. There.
Alright, so we've got to go to the top of Fizz-Top Mountain. But there's a couple of stops we're going to be making first. Most notably, first things first, we gotta get an ambitious plan. Open to Nuka-World. And welcome to Nuka-Town, USA. And this is why we're not going to be exactly siding with them.
I was sleeping, okay? It's what people do when they're exhausted. Ever since you guys took over, you've been working us around the clock. What do you expect us to do?
We expect you to show a little appreciation. We make sure you've got enough to eat and drink. We provide security. Without us, you'd be food for the bloodworms. You can either do your job and earn your keep, or we can throw your ass outside the park. Or maybe you think you're better off out there, alone and unarmed.
No! No, I'll get back to work.
That's better. We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us through it.
Alright, so we're going to go into the market. As you guys saw, the raiders aren't exactly the nicest people in the world.
Mason Tard infected the last office.
Hey there.
Hey there, boss. You really laid a beat down on Coulter. That was something. Guess that means his big plans for the park died with him.
Big plans?
Big plan. Did that include getting killed in his own arena?
Well, of course not, boss. Back when Coulter first took over, he had big ideas, and he made some big promises. His plan was to get the power plant back online and light up the whole park, making it easier to conquer and safer for all of us. We could have done it too, but things changed, slowed down. Coulter stopped pushing, stopped caring so much.
It kind of makes sense.
I think Coulter was onto something. Having full power in the park would make everything easier.
Yeah, life would be a little better for everyone, right? Well, I'm just a trader, so I know my opinion doesn't count for anything. But I still think it's a good plan. Hell, I might even give those poor bastards out in Dry Rock Gulch a fighting chance.
What poor bastards?
What poor bastards are you talking about?
Back when the raiders took over, some of us, the traders who were here before, I mean, got away. Last I heard, those folks were holed up in Dry Rock Gulch. They're probably struggling, if they're alive at all. You think you follow through on Coulter's plan? Get the juice flowing again?
Well, it's a good plan.
Coulter had the right idea. I just might finish what he started.
I hope you do, boss. Truth is, I've dreamed about that day more than once. Not sure why, really. Maybe I've just grown attached to the place. What with all the work I've done on it. It sounds funny, I know, but I think Nuka-World is something really special. I think she deserves to have her lights shine again. And just imagine, at night you'd see it for miles around. Folk would talk about it. They'd come from all over to shop in the market. That's a lot of caps for you and the gangs.
Oh, sounds good to me.
When you put it that way, it does sound like a pretty good idea.
It's your call, boss. But there's plenty of time to figure things out. Gotta get back to work here. See you around, boss.
I guess since we're the new overboss, everybody's treating us with some respect, which is off-putting a little bit. But this is the guy we came to see, not the Wasteland Traveler.
Hey,
Wow, wow, look who it is. Are you here to grace my humble mind?
Well, what's your problem?
what's your problem?
Well, let's just say the situation in Nuka-World has never been what I call equitable. We do all the work, then the gangs reap the rewards. Pretty sweet setup, at least for you. But I guess it doesn't really matter what I think, does it? As long as I'm wearing this collar, I'm no better than a slave.
Don't blame me.
Hey, it's not my fault things are like this. I just got here.
Never said it was. Just figured you should know what you're getting into. Now, if you need guns or ammo, I'm the one you talk to. And before you ask, yeah, everyone pays. Even you.
Sure.
Sure, let's take a look.
Sure?
Now, the reason we want to talk to this guy is we have an explosive converted handmade rifle. Uses 7.62 ammo. And we're going to buy all of the ammo that he has. Just straight up. And while we're at it, we can drop off combat knife, a bunch of the stuff we're not actually going to use. Won't need pulse grenades, won't actually need the Ripper, any of that sort of stuff. It's great. So our explosive handmade rifle. This is the end-all be-all for rifle-style guns. So I guess we can kind of pick up all this stuff here. Technically belongs to us now.
Wasteland's a dangerous place.
But there is a reason why we came into this entire zone. And not just to buy the ammo for the best gun. We gotta find this lady right here.
Hello, boss. Congratulations on taking out Coulter. I'm sure you'll do great.
Why congratulate us?
Why would you congratulate me? It's not like you're free to go.
Well, to be honest, I don't know you yet, boss. Sorry I'm so nervous. I didn't mean any disrespect, boss. I just don't know where I stand with you, and I don't want to end up pissing you off. That, and well, I'd be lying if I said we weren't all wondering how you plan to run the place. I mean, this is your show now. You can do anything you want. You can run Nuka-World just like Coulter. Business as usual, or you could, well, you know, get rid of the Raiders if you don't exactly agree with how they're running the place.
I'm interested. Because that's going to be our end goal. But this is a side quest, but we're not going to fire it off for a while yet.
Well, I admit, I didn't like being roped into this job in the first place.
Then this might be your chance to make some changes around here. The gangs that call this place home are already at each other's throats. Now, you could risk your own neck and try to keep them from tearing each other apart, or you could do the right thing and put them in the ground. And when it's all said and done, you're still running this place from your fancy house on the mountain over there. Except now, you won't have to sleep with a gun under your pillow.
We'll keep it in mind.
I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep it in mind.
It's your call, boss. If you're serious about this, then you'll have to take down the leaders of the gangs. That means putting a bullet into Nisha, Mason, Mags, and Mags's brother, William. Once you do that, the gangs will collapse and Nuka Town goes back to being a free trading post. I should, probably stop talking about this out here. Just keep what I said in mind. Anyway, I'm the closest thing to a doctor around here. I treat everyone, raider, trader, or traveler alike. Got some medical supplies too, if you're looking for those.
Not right now.
Okay.
We got what we came for in talking to you, which is the side quest, Open Season. We're going to go through with a bunch of the gang's plans to start off with. Get to see the areas of the park, even the science fiction world that I absolutely hate. But for right now, we're going to put Open Season on the back burner. That is going to be our ultimate goal because these guys are all raiders and evil, and they need to be shot repeatedly, preferably with this rifle. And they're a little weird.
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last.
But it might be a little bit shorter We're going to be going back into things all hardcore on Monday this week because I'm having to go out of town. So, we're going to call it there for this week. Got into Nuka-World, ran the Gauntlet, killed Coulter, and became the Overboss of Nuka-World. And now we know how we're going to finish it off. But we still have tons of fight left to get through. So if you like the episode, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, be part of our community, just hit that subscribe button. And make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. But remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.